What's going on? Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me. Game preview week 3 between the Bengals and the Vikings. Right now I'm taking this nature walk. And I'm just vibing right now. Thank you for vibing with your boy. God bless to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button if you're feeling the vibes. Now let's get straight to this game preview. And I feel like this is a must-win game. I know it's only week 3, but it's a must-win game if you're a Minnesota Viking fan. And there's many reasons why I say this is a must-win game for the Vikings this week. Because at the rate that we're going offensively, and I'm being honest, I just feel like it can't get any worse, right? It's to the point where it's scratching on a chalkboard with your bare fingernails watching the offense because we can't score. And we have to get that bad taste out of our mouth after just scoring 6 points against the Falcons at home. So, for us, what's going on, Larry? What's good with you, bro? For us to only score 6 points that whole entire game against the defense. Look, I'm not hating on the Falcons. Come on, bro. This ain't no top-tier defense, bro. I understand our offensive line ain't the best. It's a combination of play calling, quarterback, and just offensive line is just awful. But come on, man. 6 points the whole entire game, bro. And it's just like I just want to see some consistency at the when it comes to the offense. Our offense has not been good at all. And I just feel like Carson Wentz is going to sling that ball. He's going to throw that. Listen, he's going to hike that ball and just sling it, bro. It's going to be short passes, and he's going to dink and dunk. We're going to move that ball down the field. What's going on? Oh, my boy Oliver's in the building. Yeah, and Carson has to shine. Yeah, Carson has to do his thing. But this is a must-win for the Vikings. We cannot go down to the Bengals. Like, see a groundhog right there. But everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Double tap that screen. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And yeah, so this is a must win. So getting back to Carson Wentz, I feel like he will be good. I know a lot of people are saying if JJ McCarthy wasn't good, how do you expect Carson Wentz to be good with the same offensive line? Well, I'll tell you this. I got to see it to believe it when it comes to Christian Darrisaw. So I'm not even looking at the injury report because it looks bad. I don't want to look at it because for the Vikings, when it comes to their injury report, it looks bad. And I have to see it to believe it when it comes to Christian Darrisaw. He's been healthy for the last couple of weeks and he hasn't played. So even if they say he's going to play, I got to see it to believe it. But if Christian Darrisaw does play, that means the best left tackle debatably in NFL right now is going to be on that field protecting Carson Wentz's blind spot. Everybody's in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Viking game this season. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. All right, he said JJ is doing a front for his yup. Oh, yeah, I was talking to him yesterday. Yup. Oh yeah, I was talking to him yesterday. Yup, I'm definitely going to hit him up and be on there. Yup, that's my guy. Shout out to my boy JJ. Carson has to look like he did in his rookie season. I don't want to say he has to look like that. I just got to see something, bro. I got to see something more than what I've been seeing as a Viking fan, right? And I'm pretty sure all of us will agree. If you're a Viking fan, you understand where I'm coming from. This offense, I haven't seen this offense look this bad in a long time. You know what I mean? With all the best wide receiver in the game, with and I understand it's the offensive line as well and the play calling. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense on offense, man. The offense is just non-existent. The offense is straight up awful. And it sucks because our defense has been playing their hearts out And we should be, listen, with the defense that we had these last couple of games, we should be 2-0. I'm not taking nothing away from the Falcons, but if our offense just brought a little bit of offense, just a little bit more, we would have definitely we would have won that game. But I'm not going to say would have, could have. We lost. We took the L. But this is a game that we should be able to take if Carson Wentz could just be average. If he could just be average, we should be fine. I don't see how it can get any worse. How can our offense get any worse than what it is now? And I'm just being honest from a Viking fan, like perspective, like my honest opinion. And I don't see how the Bengals, and I'm going to get into the Bengals shortly, but everybody's in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, so we can spread this, get that notification out of there, get to the app, to the YouTube algorithm. If you hit that like button, just double tap the screen, hit that like button. But they lost. They lost because of you. They lost because of you. Your fault. It's my fault. Man, if I had that much power, man. Only if I had that much power. But shout out to everybody in the building. What happened, man? Yeah. All right, so getting back to the Vikings. So we're 1-1. The season isn't over, but going against the Bengals is, like I said, it's a must win. So the Bengals, let's talk about the Bengals. They lost their starting quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's going to be out for a few weeks or months or whatever as well. So it's going to be backup Jake Browning versus backup Carson Wentz. Which backup will play the best on Sunday? Which backup will turn the ball over the most? Which backup will make the most winning plays? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not scared of the Bengals at all. At all. Like, I know they got some talented wide receivers, but I'm not scared of what they have because their quarterback is Jake Browning. If it was Joe Burrow, it'll be a little bit different. Jake Browning, he will throw that ball up, and you can get at least a couple INTs on Jake Browning. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm just being honest, man. I think he threw for like 3 interceptions last game. So he'll throw that ball up. It's just that the Vikings got to capitalize on it and catch that interception. But what's good, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the building. We got this dub. Facts, bro. We got this dub. Am I sensing some Bears fan cult? Hey, listen, bro. Hold on. What did he say? What happened, man? We need our team health or we'll be all right. Yeah, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We're going to be better than all right. We're going to be in the playoffs. But we have to win this game. This is a must-win game. We're going against Jake Browning, bro. If we can't beat the Bengals going against Jake Browning, I'm not saying he's the worst quarterback of all time, but, bro, he's going to give you some turnovers, bro. He'll make some plays, and he'll give you some plays, meaning you can get an interception or two. And I know Jamar Chase and Higgins, they're two of the best 1-2 punches when it comes to the wide receiver tandems in the NFL. But listen, bro, I have a lot of confidence in our secondary. Our secondary, I think Byron Murphy's going to do his thing. He's going to do his part. I just have a lot of confidence in Isaiah Rodgers. I think our secondary played actually pretty darn good the last couple of games, especially against the Falcons. Especially against the Falcons. But it was like you had to give up something. It was like you was on the field so long. Time of possession was leaning towards the Falcons. And eventually you're going to get tired. But our secondary actually did pretty good against the Falcons. And I understand the Falcons don't have T. Higgins. They don't have a Jamar Chase. I understand all that. But the thing about it is Jake Browning is throwing them the ball. Jake Browning is throwing them the ball. I'm not scared of Jake Browning at all. Josh McCown is here to help Wentz mentally to be on page. Jordan Mason has said, yes, let's go. Am I sensitive? 3 months. We got to get this dub Sunday, bruh. If not, the season going to be bad. Hey, listen, we're going to get this dub this week. This is a must win. We have to. I don't see nothing that the Bengals can do that can stop us. Defensively, the Bengals are not good. Let's keep it real. The only thing, listen, this is the only thing that can wreck the team. There's only one player on the Bengals that I am nervous about. There's only one, and this is only if Christian Darrisaw isn't playing. If Christian Darrisaw is playing, I'm cool. But there's one player on the Bengals that I'm nervous about. I ain't worried about their secondary at all. I don't care about nothing about their secondary. There's one player, and his name is Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson led the league in sacks last year for the Bengals. He's one of the best pass rushers in the whole NFL. Maybe he's the best pass rusher in the whole NFL. Maybe Myles Garrett is right there. And our guy, Jonathan Grenard, might be up there as well. But I just feel like that's the only player that can wreck this game for us. That's why I feel like our offense, if we get back Christian Darrisaw, hopefully our offensive line can just be a lot better. A lot better with Christian Darrisaw, one of the best left tackles to protect Carson Wentz's blind side. And then on top of that, there's nothing else we have to worry about. The secondary is cooked for the Bengals. I'm not scared of nothing that they have, bro. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Speedy Naylor. I'm expecting a big game from TJ Hockenson. I've been saying that the last couple of weeks, and I haven't seen it because the ball hasn't been going to TJ Hockenson at all. But I'm expecting, and then Justin Jefferson is due for a big game as well. It's a lot, man. We need to do our thing this game, and I believe Carson Wentz is going to. I think he's going to get it done. Take us to Vegas. Me too, bro. Dog Life Kennel. I think so too, bro. Morning, what's good with you? What's going on? Everybody salute. God bless to each and every one of you that's in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, if you feel on the vibes, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Vikings. Oh, no, LeBron James. If that's the real LeBron James, I know you capping. He said, LeBron James said Vikings dog water. Now, we ain't gonna say that. Oh, yeah. We gonna be all right, though, bro. Gaming. JJ has outperformed Chase and protect our home turf. Yes, and this is the thing, man. We had to protect our home turf. That's one. For two, it's just like, listen, the Bengals aren't good, bro. They're not good without Joe Burrow. Their defense is not good. If we can't score on this defense, this is what's very alarming. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be very alarming. If this Vikings offense can't score on the Bengals defense, then that, listen, it's bad. It's bad business for us. See, we should be able to score on the Bengals defense. They did decent. They weren't the greatest, but secondary can't do their job. And there's no pass rush. Right. That's a fact. Good morning, Captain Jed's Airboat. What's good with you? Secondary is what I was most concerned about. I've been pleasantly surprised. Facts. Pleasantly surprised. I love what you said, Larry. The secondary was the one that we was most concerned about. That was the position group, the corners, the safeties, or whatever. And they've been balling out, man. And I feel like we're going to ball out against Jake Brown. And Jake Brown is going to give us interceptions, bro. It's just our secondary has to finish the play. They have to catch the ball. That ball, yeah, they are going to make some plays. I'm not going to sit here and say that Jake Brown doesn't have the talent to make some plays. But, bro, he's not that guy, bro. He should not be able to beat our defense. And the only way the Bengals beat us is if our offense is still terrible. If our offense can't score any touchdowns. If our offense only scores 2 field goals in a whole entire 4 quarters in an NFL game, then we're getting cooked. Because that means our defense is going to be on the field a lot. And our defense is going to get tired eventually. So we got to put up some points. That's the only way I can see. Like I think we're going to win 27-24, and I feel like we're going to get some touchdowns. But I have to see it, man. I can believe in something. I believe in this team still. I'm still taking one game at a time. I'm still thinking we go to the bowl. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I got to see some better stuff offensively. And KLC has to be held accountable with his play calling when it comes to Carson Wentz. It cannot be these long, drawn-out plays trying to throw it deep all the time. He has to change it up. establish that run with Jordan Mason, Cam Akers. Just establish the run a little bit more. He has to, I don't know. He has to be better as a play calling. As a play caller, he has to be better. KLC, I don't know what the heck his problem is lately, man. Like I was at the last game, and when we went, it was like 3rd and like 2 or 3rd and 1, and he went deep past I don't know if it was to Justin Jefferson or whoever it was to. And then it was the time of the game where you had to go for it, and he just punted the ball. Like he got like irritated and frustrated, and he got out of character and just gave up pretty much by punting the ball. It's like, dude, when it's 3rd and short, let's try running the ball. When it's 3rd and short, let's dink and dunk. The dink and dunk concept is not a bad thing when you're trying to do something offensive, when you're trying to get a couple of first downs. I don't know how many first downs the Vikings got this season, but it hasn't been many. It hasn't been many, and I'm being honest as a Viking fan. So I want to see some dinks and dunks, short passes. I'm not saying to not go deep once in a while, but we have to move this ball. We have to help this defense out. And then let me get the special teams real quick, and then I'm going to go back to the Bills again. Special teams, man, you got to be better, man. When it comes to returning the ball, when it comes to field goal kicking is fine. I'm not worrying about Will Riker. They've been good. They were perfect from hitting field goals and all that. So I'm not worrying about field goal kicking. But when it comes to returning the kicks, when it comes to when you kick the ball off and don't let the other team get a lot of yards, they got to do better, man, with that. But special teams was the one reason why they got a touchdown last game. I'm going to skip some comments. I'm going to catch up. It wouldn't be nice to have Harrison Phillips to help stop the run. Yeah. I feel like they had to give up something. Like, I always say this, man. If your defense is on the field so much, you're going to give up yards. I know Bijan Robinson ran all over us. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how many yards he had, like 140-something yards. But they didn't get no touchdowns on us, bro. They bend, but they did not break at all. At all. They did not break. They did not give up no touchdowns. So that's all that matters to me. But they do have to do better in stopping the run a lot better. But it's like, what more can you ask for a defense to do when your offense is going 3 and out, interception, fumble, interception? It's like it's a continuous cycle of we back on the field after 3 plays, y'all. Get back on the field. Get back on the field. I know it's their job. They're professionals, and I understand that. But at the same time, it's the ultimate team sport. You all have every special teams, offense, and defense has to do their job in order for you to get far in the playoffs. And we're not just thinking about regular season. We're thinking about the playoffs. And what we've been seeing lately from our offense has been below average. Yeah, it's crazy. All the news we're hearing from the analysts. Talking about they don't confused. They don't know if it's rift between coaches. It could be. Who knows? I could see us going 4-0. I think we can do it. All the noise that I'm hearing, they're talking about KLC. Yeah, play calling is trash. Oh, what's going on? We got Turkey in the building. What's good with you, bro? What's good with you? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you being in the building. What'd he say? KLC been calling plays for a vet quarterback, not a rookie. He's got to be better. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, bro. Larry, that is a very good comment right there. He's been calling plays for someone that's been in the game for a while, so he might be better play calling for Wentz. This is my only issue. And I'm not saying I'm not cheering against Carson Wentz, obviously, but I have a feeling that Carson Wentz is going to play really good in this offense. And say JJ McCarthy misses all 4 games. He's supposed to be out 2 to 4 weeks. Say he misses all 4 games, whatever, right? And Carson Wentz, we're 3-1 in those games. And then we somehow we don't stick with the hot hand and we go back to JJ McCarthy. What if JJ McCarthy comes back in the game and he's just not good? Then what are we going to do as a fan base? How should we feel if Carson Wentz can run this offense and JJ McCarthy comes off of his high ankle sprain and this man is jacking it up? Like, what do we do as a Viking fan base? And he's still calling the same plays as if he's a veteran. So what do we do? Do we say, yo, we just need to get rid of KLC? Do we say we need to get rid of, like, do we say we need to still find a quarterback? What do we do as a team? There's a loose dog over here, so I'm going to go the opposite way. It's a loose dog, so I'm going to walk this way. I ain't even trying to play no games. I ain't trying to get bit by no dog, so let me just go this opposite way on this trail. You know what I'm saying? You got to be proactive. You got to go the opposite way. I don't know. They don't got the dog on the leash and all that. I don't know what they got going on. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. What do you do as a franchise? I know, man. That's fun. That's really cool. Shout out to Turkey, man. Do you hear me? This is how important your chat is. You got people from... Yeah, I know. That's so awesome. And I want to say, everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single game this season with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, it's okay. You can subscribe to the channel and join the YouTube family. This is one YouTube family. And sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel like that. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. I feel like when it comes to... sports is the ultimate thing that can bring people together. You know what I mean? A lot of people all together. You know what I mean? One of the ultimate things. One of the most important things is sports, in my opinion. It's not everything, but it's one of the most things that it's one of those common denominators that everybody has in common. And they come together because of sports. Jay Redmond has got a sack, 2 behind Hargrave. And yup. Bengals defense has 32nd. That's what I'm saying, for over 2 years. And that's why I said, if our offense can't score on this defense, Larry, everybody that's in the building, if our offense cannot score, and this would have been a perfect offense for JJ McCarthy to go against, but he's hurt. So I can't even think like that. But if Carson Wentz can't do nothing with this defense that he's about to go against, if KOC can't figure a way to score touchdowns instead of just 2 field goals in 4 quarters. Hey, listen, shall we start thinking about KLC? Like, I know it's early in the season, but dang, we trying to get up for a Super Bowl. How can you not score against the suckiest defense in the NFL? They got one player that I'm like, okay, Trey Hendrickson, that's it. You know what I mean? Passes, where is this screen game? Yeah, where's the quick slants? The quick slants, the screen game. Facts, bro. We got to handle this adversity with positivity. Self-esteem is key to bouncing back. That's true. And I'm not denying what you're saying. But sometimes you got to be told the truth. It's not, I don't think it's considered being negative if you're telling the truth about something that you need to improve. Like, for instance, if I was doing something wrong and I didn't know I was doing something wrong, I would want someone to tell me. If you drop back the pass and there's something that you're doing wrong that's making your throwing motion a little bit, a half second slower, I would want you to tell me instead of me falling on my face and failing. So I feel like it goes both ways. You gotta, there's a way you say things. That's what I would say. There's a way you say things. I'm not going to say, oh, you just suck. You're no good. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go that far. But I feel like people get things a little bit mixed up when someone tells them the truth about something. But if it's the way you say it, obviously you don't want to say, oh, JJ McCarthy, you just suck. You're just no good. Oh, by the way, Justin School, you're the worst offensive lineman in NFL history. Step your game up. Like, I'm not saying do that. But you still need to tell them the truth and be honest, and so they can try to get better. Because if we're being honest, our offense has looked bad. And if they can't score against the worst defense in the NFL, debatably, then I'm looking at KOC more than anything. It's not. I know that the quarterbacks ain't playing the best, or I know that the offensive line ain't playing the best, but I got to look at KOC. We have to hold this team accountable. We cannot be to the point where we're extra positive about something that is not looking good. And then they're saying, well, why didn't you just tell me the truth? You ever heard the old saying, what's it called? Eat around the bush. Just get straight to it. Just get to the point. It's like, yo, when you drop back the pass, the reason why your throwing motion is extra slow on this pass play is because you're doing this, you're doing that. I don't know. You just got to be honest with people, bro. You got to be honest. You cannot just be so positive, and then it's just like your team is falling apart. Hey, yeah, our offensive line's giving up 5 sacks in a game, or 8 sacks in a game. Hey, you're still doing a good job. Keep doing what you're doing. Why would I say for my offensive line to keep doing what they're doing and they're giving up sacks after sacks after sacks after sacks? No, we have to figure out something. We have to change a player or two or do something. We cannot just be extra positive. It's okay to be real. It's okay to be real. D-line is getting pressure, but no sack. Yeah, pass rush isn't bad, just can't stop the run. And you know what? And I agree with everything you said. And I look at, all right, as long as we're hitting that quarterback, as long as we're getting pressure and that quarterback is not going on vacation, sipping on coladas and all that extra stuff. Hey, listen, I'm liking what I'm seeing. We do have to be better with stopping the run. That's the key. What's their running back's name? Brown? Is it Chase Brown or something like that, right? Chase Brown. I'm not scared of their running back, bro. I'm not scared of their running back. Their running back is not better than Bijan Robinson at all. But their wide receivers are better than what the wide receivers of the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we have to listen, we just have to make the catch. And what I mean by making the catch, I'm talking about the interceptions. I don't believe in Jake Browning at all in this specific game with going against Brian Flores and this defense. I know that we're hurt. I know Blake Cashman's not going to play, most likely. I'm not sure about Andrew Van Ginkel. I'm not really sure who's going to play. But I know Brian Flores is one of the best defensive coordinators in the whole entire NFL. And I know he's going to make it happen. We're going to get turnovers. The problem, it's not even about our defense. I'm not nervous about Jamar chasing them because I know they got Jake Browning throwing them the ball. I'm nervous about our offense. Can our offense score a touchdown? Can our offense be more than what they have shown these last couple of days consistently? I'm not saying score a touchdown in every single minute of the game or every time we get the ball, but I got to see better consistency than what I've been seeing. And I'm just being honest. Like, if you're a Viking fan and you feel like our offense is good, you're just capping. If you feel like our offense is good, we had a little bit of the third quarter. The end of the third quarter against the Bears was pretty good or solid. And then the fourth quarter was amazing for the Vikings against the Bears. Other than that, we had no quarters, all 7 quarters pretty much, or 6 3/4 of the So like pretty much 7 quarters of the time we played this season has been terrible offensively. And I'm just being real. Just being real. We have to take Jake Brown and pay for talking about us cutting him. Yeah, we got to, bro. Dude never threw 300 yards in college. Facts. Skipping a little bit of comments. McCarthy hasn't taken a 3 drop yet. No quick game. Come on, KLC. Yes, Larry. What do we say? Listen, this is why I'm kind of nervous about this, because I don't want to sound like I'm a hater of Carson Wentz, but I am nervous because not nervous in a bad way, but kind of like concerned for JJ McCarthy. I don't know how his psyche is going to be. I know he's a tough guy, but I'm going to tell you this right now. If Carson Wentz plays well and you don't stick with the hot hand and you go back to your rookie quarterback, which I feel like they need to, because you have to figure out if he's your franchise guy. And I understand that people like Peyton Manning, he led the league in interceptions his rookie season, right? I'm not saying JJ McCarthy's Peyton Manning, so I don't want no one thinking I'm saying that. But what I'm saying is you got to give him experience. The problem with JJ McCarthy at this point right now is, I don't want to say he's injury prone. His rookie season, he was out for the whole season with a meniscus tear. Now in his second year, pretty much his second rookie season, because he never played a regular season game prior to this season, he's already going to be out for a month. And those high ankle sprains are tricky because you don't want to rush back and you re-injure your ankle. So it was just like, all right, so what do we do? And then if Carson Wentz does amazing or solid, and you go back to JJ McCarthy, what if he doesn't play as good as you would want him to play? And KOC is not the type of person. I'm starting to feel like how KOC coaches the game is like, yo, I'm not matching what y'all do good. Y'all have to match what my play calling is. Y'all have to be able to do like play the game I want you to play. You have to play the game I want you to play. So whatever play call that I give you, that's the thing you have to do, and you have to make sure you're good at it. That doesn't work, KOC. You have to adapt to whoever the quarterback is. Like my boy Larry said, like everybody said, gaming. A lot of Viking fans, shout out to my boy Toxic Trick Shot. A lot of Viking, and everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I go live for absolutely every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, this is one YouTube family. Everybody is invited to this YouTube channel. Sports are designed to bring us together. So salute to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate you vibing with your boy on this wonderful, wonderful Thursday day. God is good. We woke up this morning. So thank you for vibing with me. So let's get back to what I was saying. So it's just like, I don't know. And I gave an example yesterday. Like, for example, right? Lamar Jackson's strengths is different from you go into like let's do total opposite quarterbacks. Like say Tom Brady, for example. Tom Brady's offense will work for Tom Brady. Lamar Jackson's offense will not work for Tom Brady. I'm pretty sure Tom will make it work, but it's different, bro. It's just a different mindset, a different type of quarterback. So why do you not adapt to what you have? That's all I'm saying. What's good? What's good, everybody? KLC is coaching like he's got a veteran YOLO quarterback. He must adapt. Yes, he's stubborn. Stubborn is the worst thing when it comes to a head coach, especially an offensive head coach. Hey, listen, know what makes this whole thing look bad, though? Larry and everybody that's in the building, if you're a Viking fan, right? If you had to choose, or say you wasn't a Viking fan, right? And you watched the games, these last two games, or just the last couple of seasons, right? Since we had Brian Flores, is this an offensive team or a defensive team? I'm leaning towards defense all the way. And in my opinion, I'm not saying that the defense can't be good, but in my opinion, if this is an offensive-minded head coach, why would your offense look so much worse than what your defense does every single year? It's not like it's a 1 year, or the offense just look bad. No, it's years now. It's just not consistent. Even with Sam Darnold, the offense, some games looked like they had no type of emphasis of moving the ball down the field. It was all these long, drawn-out plays when you couldn't do it because your interior offensive line wasn't the best. So it's a common denominator. The common denominator for the offense is play calling from KLC. So he needs to give some of his responsibilities to our offensive coordinator, and he needs to just take a couple steps back or so, because I don't know, I think he overthinks the game sometimes. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm just looking at some oh, yep. No problem, brother. Bro, we got a fire our offensive lineman coach. Yeah, I feel you, bro. He said all Dallas Cowboys. He said, Mike, it's over. Now, I disagree with that, man, respectfully. I disagree with that. I disagree with it, with anybody that says the season is over after 2 games. I just can't do it, bro. I just can't do it. I can't give up on the team yet. Not yet. Can't give up on the team yet. And Pace needs to get benched. Yeah, people don't like Pace right now. Adam Thielen has to be our secret weapon along with Xavier Scott to open up our offense. Maybe a halfback pass. Yeah. We got to figure something out to just get the ball. I don't know. We just got to figure something out, man. It's just not looking good. All together, it's just not looking good. I've never seen our offense look this bad. But like I said, this is a perfect team to go against. The Bengals are the perfect team to go against because the Bengals have no defense, really, bro. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful, but I'm just being honest, bro. If we can't score on the Bengals, bro, hey, listen, bro, we got to talk. The KLC got to take responsibility. He got to, bro. The play calling is so questionable. Fact, Jesus. It's time for a new special teams coordinator. Dan, you gotta go. Facts. We get rid of all the coaches, huh, y'all? Listen, Mike, there's a dog right behind you. Run. Oh. He said, I don't know who is more. That's how sports used to be. It was in the house with the family cooking. Yeah. Giants need to play dart and see how good. Yeah, that's what exactly. I think that's what they need to do. And I feel like that's the same thing with the Browns. Why do you have, like, no disrespect to Joe Flacco, but why would you waste a season of your young quarterback, whoever it is, what's his name, Gabriel or Sanders? Play one of them, see what they have. Why would you waste a whole season playing a 40-year-old quarterback that you know isn't the future? You know that he is not going to be the future. You know this. If our offense don't score more than 21 points, people need to get fired. Whew. I gotta score 27 points this game. We need to stick with McCarthy all season, figure out if he's yes, and I feel like that, bro. But I feel like it's gonna be very hard for the Vikings to do it if Carson Wentz wins, especially if he wins all 4 games. If he wins all 4 games, bro, it's gonna be bad. Russell Wilson in a Giants uniform is still so strange. That's a fact. We got Eagles fan in the building. Yup. I'm a Phillies fan that likes the Vikings, man. I'm a Phillies. I'm a Sixer. I'm a Flyers. I'm a, yeah. But when it comes, I'm a Penn State fan. But when it comes to professional football, NFL football, Vikings all day. Vikings all day, bro. Yeah, constructive criticism. Yes, you have to. The extra is for real. Cowboys. Vikings are in a good situation. Carson Wentz about to save. You know what's crazy? I don't want to say a bad feeling, but I have a feeling that Carson Wentz is going to look real good, man. I know he's not going to be perfect. I'm not saying the man's going to be perfect, but I have a feeling Carson Wentz is going to look good, and that's going to be the issue for JJ McCarthy. That's going to be the issue with him because it's like I said, if Carson Wentz could run this off, it's going to be the question is going to be like this. Watch. If Carson Wentz looks good, this is what they're going to say. They're going to say, well, if Carson Wentz can run the offense, then why can't JJ McCarthy run the offense? And then they're going to say, I don't know if he's the guy. And I'm telling y'all what's going to listen, I'm telling you. They're going to say, well, Carson Wentz looks good. Why can't JJ McCarthy look good? I'm telling y'all, that's going to backfire on JJ McCarthy. I'm telling you. Yes, I am cheering for Carson Wentz, but bro, this is not a good look. It's not a good look. I can already see it. JJ is not the answer. Carson about to take JJ's job. Remember, I said, yo, bro, listen, bro, I'm starting to feel like, honestly, that they're gonna stick with the hot hand. Now, if they go, say JJ McCarthy misses 4 games and they go 2-2, okay, they can go back to JJ McCarthy. Say they go 1-3, they'll go back to JJ McCarthy. If they go 3-1 or 4-0, they're not going with JJ McCarthy, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. They're not going to do it. I don't see it happening. And it's almost asking JJ McCarthy to fail, bro, at that point. Because if he doesn't know if he can't run the offense after Wentz goes 4-0, I guarantee you a lot of people are going to listen. They're going to ask for KLC's job. Listen, it's going to be bad, bro. It's going to be bad business. So it's kind of like a 50-50. Like you want him to do good, but it's just like, it sucks. Because if you was the head coach, put yourself in KLC's position right now, right? In Kwesi's position. If Carson Wentz goes 3-1 in the next 4 games or 4-0, would you put your rookie back in the game? Would you start JJ McCarthy and think that he has it after what you just witnessed coming off a high ankle sprain? I don't know. I don't know if they'll do it. JJ job is safe. Back up left tackle should have been competition in camp. Yeah, they handed Skull the job when route. Yes, I agree with that. JJ job is not safe. Yes, I'm starting to feel like that. I am. Y'all should be 0-2 if we being honest. Oh snap! If JJ comes back after Wentz win 2 and 3 games, and JJ lose 1 game really bad, that's how I'm feeling, bro. Vikes are cooked. He said, nah, I don't agree with that. Correct. Pressure is more important than sacks. Facts, bro. I'm going to catch up in the comments. I'm skipping some comments. I'm a little bit behind. Oh, but he can't with McCarthy. What's going on, Joey? What's going on? Everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are absolutely going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game for the rest of the season with the scoreboard and everything. And at halftime, people can talk. They talk and come on the show. But yes, even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing because this is one YouTube family, whether you're a Viking fan or not. And I always say sports are designed to bring us all together, not separate us. So if you feel the vibes, consider subscribing. And yeah. JJ McCarthy holds the ball. Yes, that's the problem. And Oliver, that's what I was saying. Because like people were like, oh well, it's just the offensive line and play calling. No, everybody's held accountable. Because even the times that JJ McCarthy had a little bit of time to make a throw, he was bouncing the dirt off the ground, bro. JJ McCarthy was bouncing the dirt off the ground. On top of him bouncing the dirt off the ground, he will overthrow people. It's like, come on, bro. You got to figure this out, man. I know he didn't have that many times to make a completed pass because our offensive line is so bad and our play calling from KLC is so terrible because he's trying to get these long, drawn-out plays, which is not going to happen when your offensive line isn't the best. That's why we have to get Christian Darrisaw back this week, man. We have to. We need to. Yeah. So all the narratives, if Carson Wentz do good, what they going to do? Trade their 10th. Hey, listen. They're not going to trade JJ McCarthy. I don't know what the freak they're going to do, bro. I don't know what they're going to do. But it's not going to be a good look if Carson Wentz does good. I'm just, like, as much as I want Carson Wentz to do good, but it's still not going to look good if he does good And you just seen 2 weeks that JJ McCarthy pretty much struggled the whole entire game. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Deep drops, no quick game, no relying on Vax. Why do you think Wentz is going to be good? Mine as well, just run the ball every play. I think this is why. He's a veteran quarterback that knows how to play. He's been in the game for a while. He has, believe it or not, I'm not saying he's the same Carson Wentz like back in the day. I'm not crazy to say that. But he is a veteran quarterback that was in the MVP conversations a few years ago. And he slings that dang ball. And he's very, very, listen, he's the type of quarterback that would change the play. If KOC calls a play and he knows that his offensive line ain't going to block for that amount of time that he needs for that route to develop, I'm telling you right now, he's going to audible out of that play, and he's going to either run the damn, excuse my language, he's going to run the ball, or it's going to be a short pass. Carson Wentz is a veteran quarterback. Carson Wentz, I'm just trying to tell you, bro, get ready. Get ready. You're going to see what I'm talking about very soon. And then this was going crazy, right? I feel like KLC he's not going to dumb down the offense, but he's going to make the offense simple as crap for Carson Wentz to really grasp all the plays that he needs him to learn. And the simple the plays are, the better the plays are. When you overcomplicate stuff, when you overcomplicate things, it makes the game harder to play. You want your quarterback to be the most comfortable player on that dang on field. Can I talk that talk, y'all? You want your quarterback to be the most comfortable player on that field. And if your quarterback ain't comfortable, because he knows that you know that every play that you call is going to be this shotgun formation. You have to you got to just sit there and wait for the play to develop. Nah, bro. But we're going to see it. This is the game. This is the game right here, y'all. This is a must win. This is why I say there's so much, like, when it comes to this specific game, this is a must win for the Vikings. If KOC can't call a good game plan offensively against the Bengals' bad defense, I don't even want to hear all this. Oh, he's one of the best offensive-minded head coaches. I don't even want to hear that no more. I'm not saying it no more. I said it a couple of times. I'm not saying it anymore. If he can't get the job done against the Bengals, we're going to have a problem. Trying to catch up in the comments. Murphy needs to stick to Chase. Like, yeah, I agree. But the thing about it, we have to get pressure, man. We got to get pressure. We can't. Everybody has to do their part against the offense, and we have to get those interceptions when it comes our way. Buffalo going to stomp. Buffalo going to stomp tonight. Yeah, I think Buffalo going to beat the brace off of them. Not the best. It's not even good at all the Raiders. And Geno had more time to throw. Our all-line is that bad. That's a fact. I agree. Third and 2, empty shotgun. For real. Every time. 4th down 2. Come on, man. Hey, listen. I agree, y'all. I agree. That 3rd down and 2. No, it's just like shotgun formation. And just, it's like, what's it called? You kind of know what's going to happen before it happens. You can already see what the Vikings offense is about. And that's just the unfortunate truth. I can't say it. Don't have Shaq Griffin. Don't have people that knows. That's true. It's just different when you sit and playing a cornerback slot position. Different, bro. You're literally wondering what you're going to do next. Facts. I don't know. I play football, so I see things different, I guess. Right. I get you. It's over. Who is possibly saving the season? I am. I ain't giving up yet. But the secondary hasn't been the problem. Yeah, the secondary hasn't been the problem. It was really the stopping the run. And even with us not being good at stopping the run, our whole defense held it down. Our whole defense, even against the Falcons, Eric Wilson, he hit the ball out of the Bulls' hand. I think it was Drake London's hand. I don't know who it was that he punched the ball out of his hand. Like we keep making plays. The problem is when we make a play, our offense doesn't take advantage of anything. So it's kind of like, even when we kind of bend a little bit when it comes to stopping a run, we're not giving up any points really. The most we're really giving up is field goals. So it's kind of like, as a defense, I'm not even worrying about the defense as much. Like, I mean, I know there's some, of course, the defense ain't perfect right now. We're hurt on defense as well. But the defense is the least of my worries. The defense is the least of my worries right now. My biggest question mark is, can KLC call a good game plan for Carson Wentz to be successful against the worst defense in the game? And that's the Cincinnati Bengals. Because if he can do that, we have an honest chance of doing some great things. Facts. Browns scored 10 on them. Facts. I think KLC can change. He's just been stubborn about it. Be interesting to see if he does. Yeah. No, KLC is weak on play calling. He knew he should be using TJ Moore and Adam Thielen. I agree. Hello, how you doing? I agree with everything you just said. You saw that. What's going on? Two evils in the building. KLC needs OC to call plays. He can't handle the responsibility. Needs the help, and Maxie needs to be cut. Shout out to my guy Too Evil, man. Yeah, I want to see more Hawk and Thielen, and you don't have to, like. Do y'all agree what I'm saying when I say dink and dunk? Like, you don't have to throw the ball deep to get it to your tight end T.J. Hockenson or Adam Thielen. It could be a short slant. Like, you don't have to have a long drawn out play for you to get the ball to Adam Thielen. Same with Justin Jefferson. You don't have to go deep all the time to get the ball to your wide receivers and your tight end. That's why I'm hoping, and I know this is what I'm nervous about, because I know Carson Wentz can sling that ball, and I know he can do it, but man, I want to see some dinking and dunking, bro. Hockenson hot looking washed. I don't even think it's him looking washed. I just feel like our quarterback hasn't been good. Our quarterback play hasn't been good. Our play calling hasn't been good. Our offensive line hasn't been good. So that's why I'm kind of like, because people can say that about Justin Jefferson right now, because of the numbers are just terrible, right? When you think of Justin Jefferson, he's the best wide receiver in the game, and look at his numbers compared to Jamar Chase. And I got JJ better than Jamar Chase, but the reason is because the offense for the Bengals is very good. They know what the heck they're doing with their game plan. They make it happen, and when it comes to the Vikings, we can't do anything. So I don't even really think it's the players on all. I don't think it's Adam Thielen. I don't think it's TJ. I don't think it's JJ. I really just think it's because our play calling is just so bad and our offensive line's been so bad. But play calling can help our offensive line if you would just dink and dunk a little bit more instead of trying to go for a deep pass. Is it crazy that Thielen has more passes than Jettas? Why not throw screens at Jettas? Yeah, get him the ball. Getting wasted by KLC is yes, facts. I just feel like You got to figure something out. The screen, a wide receiver screen. Not a tight end screen, wide receiver screen, running back screen. Just dink and dunk. A short little slant. Like, I don't know, man. I started eating buffalo meat recently, and it's good. I love the... Okay. Why? Hey, Alan, we're not going to talk about that, man. We're going to talk about what's on the football field, man. Like, I don't know why so many people are so fascinated by that. Like, I don't understand it. I mean, that's all. I'm just going to stay right there. Much love and respect, bro. How's your day going? Oh, my gosh, my day's been going well, bro. Like, God is good. I'm here. I'm talking that talk with my YouTube family. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen, double tap that screen. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, if you're feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family, regardless of whatever team you cheer for. But respectfully, I just got to say this respectfully, the Minnesota Vikings, I know there's a lot of doubters. I know there's a lot of people that, and I'm doubting too when it comes to certain things. I'm doubting my offense because I don't know what to really expect, but I still feel like we're going to do something this year. I'm not giving up after two games, but respectfully speaking, if you're not a Viking fan, the Minnesota Vikings will beat the brace off your team. You know what I mean? I don't care what team that you cheer for, Eagles, whatever team, we're beating the brace off your team. For real. Hey, CS Prize, I wouldn't even, don't even worry about those comments. They just do that to troll. I wouldn't even worry about those comments. Receivers have been dropping too. JJ, Adam, etc. Maybe, but look, I agree with that, but not as much. They haven't had that many opportunities to drop the ball because the ball ain't going to them all like that. Maybe not use passes from a new quarterback. These guys don't drop passes usually. Yeah. Then the season is over. Hold on. What? Then the season's over. You have to go back to McCarthy, or he's leaving for a better team. Like, give him a chance. Yeah, we're gonna give JJ McCarthy a chance. Well, I don't know. I don't know what KOC is planning on doing. But if Carson Wentz plays good, it's gonna be hard to go back to him. I'm telling you right now, bro. Yeah, Larry. Yeah, I don't even pay no mind, Larry. With Wentz, yeah, I understand. Maybe I'm being a delusional Viking fan, hoping for the best. But I'm gonna say this right now, man. I'm not giving up. I seen the Eagles win their first Super Bowl with a backup quarterback, bro. I was telling Eagle fans, listen, bro. Eagle fans gave up on the season, and Nick Foles got them their first Super Bowl after Carson Wentz went down. Wouldn't it be crazy if it's the opposite with the Vikings? The same thing happens with Carson Wentz, but it's the opposite. The Vikings starting quarterback goes down, and then all of a sudden Carson Wentz balls out, and he wins our first Super Bowl. Hey, listen, I don't care who wins the Super Bowl for us. I just want to win a dang on Super Bowl. I mean, shoot, that's how I look at it, bro. I know JJ McCarthy would have more opportunity because he is the highest pick in Minnesota Viking history when it comes to a quarterback being drafted. But, yeah. Him to be in the future, they got rid of Sam Darnold for a reason. Yes, they got rid of Sam Darnold for a reason, and I agree with what they did. But the problem is, JJ McCarthy, he's not going to get experience if he keeps getting hurt. And I'm just being honest, bro. I'm not trying to hate on my guy. I want JJ McCarthy to be the best quarterback of all time. But how can you get experience if you keep getting hurt? If you keep getting hurt, how does that happen? How does it happen? All right. Hey, listen, CS Prize. When it happens, you got to put some respect on Carson Wentz's name, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Put some respect on Carson Wentz's name. If he moves his offense and he scores touchdowns instead of field goals, 2 field goals in 4 quarters, got to put some respect on his name, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's going to be a different type of offense. Get ready. Get ready, bro. Who they coming to the town for the? He said, who they? Who they? They said the same thing about Darnold last year. Yeah, they said the same thing about Darnold. Oh, Darnold's a bust. I said the same thing. I said, Darnold, I don't want Darnold. I said, I was one of those few people. But he proved me wrong. He shut me up. I admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong about Sam Darnold. He came to the Vikings. He had an outstanding season. But one thing about me is that when I'm wrong about something, I'm going to admit that I'm wrong. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, Sam Darnold's still not good. No, that man had a great season, bro. He was considered a bust before he came to the Vikings. Nobody had this energy. But now, Carson Wentz, he wasn't considered a bust, but he was injury prone. Now, we'll see what happens with Carson. Now, if Carson Wentz comes and he does his thing, I want to see all the people that's saying that, oh, Carson Wentz ain't no good, blah, blah, blah. We want to see. This is pretty much the same dang team that Sam Darnold had. Pretty much. A few players missing, but it's the same team that Sam Darnold had. I'm just saying, I'm being honest here. It's not that many changes. The interior offensive line, yes. Adam Thielen, yes. Of course, they had Jordan Addison. He wasn't suspended. Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkins, the same dang on team, bro. The same coaching. Like, I'm just saying, bro. Like, we want to see if Carson Wentz can get their job done. So we want, and I like that comment, Larry, because I was one of the few people that said, yo, I don't want Sam Darnold. Why would I want Sam Darnold, bro? Like, I was saying I didn't want Sam Darnold. He came on this team and he did his thing. And I listen, I love when they prove me wrong. I'm gonna admit that I'm wrong. Sam Darnold came on this team and did his thing. Now Carson Wentz is our backup, and I was saying this before the season started. I said we won't speak good health for JJ McCarthy, but I said your second string quarterback is very important. I have more confidence in Carson Wentz because I know he was in the conversation to be MVP a few years ago. I know that he had a couple other good seasons. I forgot what team was it with the Colts. I forgot what team it was, but he was all right. He wasn't the worst, but I'll tell you one thing. I have more confidence in Carson Wentz than Sam Howell. Sam Howell was not the guy, bro. I have a lot more confidence in Carson Wentz, and I am so happy we have Carson Wentz, and we replaced Sam Howell with Carson Wentz. How am I being delusional blaming the quarterback? He has to have blame. So you're telling me JJ McCarthy did no wrong. So JJ McCarthy, everything was on the coach and everything was on the offensive line. He had nothing to do with why he threw those interceptions. He had nothing to do with holding the ball too long and bouncing passes off the ground and overthrowing wide receivers. So JJ McCarthy gets no blame. Even though the play calling was bad, even though the offensive line was bad, so JJ McCarthy gets no blame for how he played. I don't believe that. I don't agree with that. You could be a big fan of JJ McCarthy, but you got to admit when the man's playing bad. Like, I don't want him to play bad. Or why would I want my quarterback to play bad? But I'm not going to sit here and watch the game and see this man play, and this man's not playing the best, and just say it's not his fault. Some of it is his fault. I'm not saying all of it is his fault, but some of it is his fault. I don't know how you can watch both games and say, oh, well, JJ McCarthy does no wrong. JJ McCarthy is perfect at quarterback. It's everybody but JJ McCarthy. Stop it, bro. You can like JJ McCarthy. You could think he's the greatest quarterback of all time. He does nothing wrong. But at the end of the day, he has not proved that he hasn't proved himself yet. He hasn't proved himself yet. He has to get more experience. He has to get more experience. He has to play. And he hasn't played. He's not playing because he's hurt. And then when he was playing, he wasn't the best. He wasn't the best. It's not all his fault, but he needs to take accountability as well. Everybody does. Everybody does. It's okay to have him as your favorite player. As prods, he could be your favorite player. I'm cheering for him as well. But just because he's your favorite player, it doesn't mean he can't take accountability for what the throw. Man, KOC didn't make that man throw them interceptions. KOC didn't make that man overthrow Justin Jefferson or bounce the ball to Justin Jefferson. KOC didn't do that. He did a lot of things with the play calling. But JJ McCarthy's the one throwing the ball. I'm just saying. He has to take accountability. Yes, I am cheering for JJ McCarthy. I'm cheering for this man to be the greatest quarterback of Minnesota Viking history and get us our first Super Bowl. But you can't just say that the man did no wrong. He did some wrong thing. He didn't do the best. He wasn't the best. He was not the best for 2 games. Apparently that's one. Jones, that's what we are running into with our own. Jones also had time learning from I think that helped him at least. Jones was really here. I'm catching up in the comments. Yeah, we are, bro. Why? Because you think a 32-year-old brings as a Super Bowl. Yeah, right. All right. I didn't say listen. All we need him to do is play well enough to keep us afloat and hope JJ McCarthy comes in and plays good. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm not saying I'll take Carson Wentz over JJ McCarthy. I want to see what JJ McCarthy has. So I just wanted to put that out there. But everybody keeps using age. Oh, a 32-year-old, a 35-year-old. If that 35-year-old is better than that 22-year-old, what's it matter? Can I talk that talk? If that 33-year-old is better than that 22-year-old, what does it matter about the age of a quarterback? Let me cook real quick, man. Because you could be 22 years old or 20 years old and you're a younger quarterback. That doesn't make you a better quarterback. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're the more athletic quarterback. There's a lot of 30-something-year-old quarterbacks. There's 30-year-old quarterbacks that are probably more athletic, can still make every throw, that can understand the defense is a lot better. Everything that's thrown at them because they understand, because they're a veteran quarterback. I'm not saying Carson Wentz is the answer. But what I am saying is, right now, he's all we have right now at this point because JJ McCarthy's hurt. And until JJ McCarthy comes back and he proves himself and he stays healthy and he does what he has to do and he does, and I understand there's so many other things around him that's not working out for him, so it's not all on him. But if Carson Wentz comes back doesn't come back, but if Carson Wentz starts, which he will against the Bengals, and he puts up the numbers that I'm expecting him to put up, these numbers that everybody's thinking he's going to do, because he slings that ball, bro. I'm telling you right now, Viking fans are going to question if JJ McCarthy should come back. You heard it first from me. I'm telling you what I know. This is just something I know. I know what's going to happen, bro. I don't know everything, but I'm telling you, if Carson Wentz plays well, a lot of Viking fans are going to question if JJ McCarthy should come back. I'm just being honest with you, bro. Doesn't matter about your age. Everybody keeps talking about age. I'll take a 33-year-old quarterback that's still good over a young quarterback that doesn't have experience, that keeps getting injured. I'll take a Lamar Jackson, he's older than JJ. I'll take a lot of these quarterbacks. And I'm not just talking about JJ McCarthy. I'm just talking about in general. I'm just saying, why do people look at the age so it don't even freaking matter to me. When we had Brett Favre, how old was Brett Favre, y'all? Did anybody really care about his age when he was playing for the Vikings? Let me cook real quick, man. We're not going to just talk about just age all the time, because when we had Brett Favre was up there, but he was still one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Yeah, he didn't have as much time to be at a high level. I will agree. But there was not many young quarterbacks that you could put above Brett Favre when he was with the Vikings. We didn't care about his age. We just cared about him getting the job done. That's all that matters, is getting the job done. And that's all we need Carson Wentz to do, get the job done. That's all we need. Drew Brees was over 30. Tom Brady was over 30. Peyton Manning was over 30. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of quarterbacks that were over 30 that got to the Super Bowl. I don't got my computer in front of me because I'm walking this trail. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of 30-year-old quarterbacks that got to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady was 7 Super Bowls, so kind of obvious. Yeah. But it's more than just Tom Brady, though. It was other quarterbacks. I know Drew Brees was over 30. What about Drew Brees? What about Peyton Manning? I mean, what about Eli Manning? I'm pretty sure Eli Manning won Super Bowls without being 30 and up. I'm just saying. But all I'm saying is this, man. People got to stop acting like for instance, man. The Eagles won their first Super Bowl with a backup quarterback, bro. And not one Eagle fan that I was talking to, they was not confident about Nick Foles. I don't know how old Nick Foles was, but it doesn't matter what his age was. He got the job done. And he outplayed Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. So I'm just saying, bro, it's either can you play or can you not play? That goes for every sport. It doesn't matter about your age all the time. Yes, you have more of, if you're a quarterback or like say you draft someone in basketball first overall. Yes, I want a younger superstar than an older superstar. But at the same time, just because you draft younger doesn't mean that he's going to get the job done. Carson Wentz is not going to look good. How many times I got to say that, bro? Hey, listen, bro. And the Eagle fans say that, but I don't be listening to a lot of Eagle fans because I was the one that put a lot of Eagle fans on Jalen Hurts. Y'all didn't even believe in Jalen Hurts, so I don't even listen to a lot of Eagle fans sometimes because when Eagle fans be talking, man, they just be talking sometimes. Man, I got a lot of respect for them, but Eagle fans, when I was talking about Jalen Hurts, he can't really throw. He's not accurate. Now look, he got the 2 Super Bowls and won 1. When Carson Wentz went down in 2017, yeah, we're done, man. We're not winning nothing. Then y'all win the Super Bowl. Like, I don't want to hear none of that, man. At the end of the day, we're going to see what happens. We're going to see this Sunday what happens with the Vikings. Anything is possible. We're going to see. We're going to definitely see, man. Yeah, Falcons fan here. Oh, man, we got Falcon fans here. Falcon fans exist. Falcons made the Vikings look silly. Hey, listen, man, I ain't hating on the Falcons, but respectfully speaking, all you Falcon fans, if you in the building, respectfully speaking, when we play y'all again, if we play y'all again in the playoffs, because we're going to be in the playoffs. I know it's a little spooky. A lot of people quit on the team already. But listen, the Vikings are going to make the playoffs. And if we play the Falcons again, we're going to beat the brakes off of the Falcons. Real talk, man. Yeah, bro. People just want to be super positive. They're either super positive or super negative. There's no middle ground. I look at it like this. If the team plays bad, you got to talk about it. What if the team plays bad? It's JJ McCarthy's. He has nothing to do with why the team play bad. It's just on the offensive line and the play calling. JJ McCarthy was the one making the throws. Oh, yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you for vibing with your boy. Hey, listen, bro. I can't. Hey, listen. I can never be a Packers fan, bro. I'm always going to bleed purple, but I'm not going to be the Viking fan and give up on this team, bro. And I can't wait until Sunday. I will be live for that game, and I want everybody. My bull CS Prods. Listen, bro. If Carson Wentz look good, I can't wait to see you in the comments. I can't wait to see you in the comments. Because I know you're going to move the goalpost. You're going to say, well, that's against the Bengals defense. Well, shoot. He did it. At the end of the day, it's a professional team. And once he dominates the Bengals defense, people are going to move the goalpost. Well, let's see him do it the next game against the Steelers. And then when he does it against the Steelers, then what you going to say? Oh, well, we're going to move the goalposts again. Let's see what he does the next week. It's just going to be the same thing. I look at it like this, man. The only thing I want for the Vikings is to win. I don't care who's under center, who's in shotgun formation. I don't care who's their quarterback at the end of the day. To be honest with you, I just want to win games. I want to make the playoffs. I want to win a Super Bowl. It could be you that's the quarterback. And guess what? I'm going to cheer for you. Everybody's in the chat. You could be the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. And I promise you I'm cheering for you. I'm going to cheer for you like I cheer for every other quarterback. I don't care. Yes, I am cheering for JJ because he's our 10th overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft. But I have to see more. And in order for me to see more from JJ McCarthy, he has to stay healthy. And he hasn't been healthy his whole career. And that's just being honest. That's not me hating. I'm not hating. I'm just stating. I am cheering for JJ McCarthy. I think he has that it factor. But just because I think he has that it factor doesn't mean that he's going to be successful at the next level. I'm hoping he is. I don't want Kirk Cousins. No, I got Buffalo, bro. And watch Miami. Wouldn't it be something if Miami wins? That'd be so funny. Oh, wow. Vikings are number 2, and your first team is the Bengals. That's crazy. Burrow got hurt same way because his old line sucks too. Yeah. Old line is very important. But on top of that, the quarterback has to make the right plays as well. The coach has to make the right play. He has to call a better game. There's so many factors, man. Anything can happen. You can get hurt on any play. You can have the best offensive line and still get hurt. It happens, bro. What's going on, Raider Menace? What's good with you? Vikings have had a ton of injuries. Not many the last 2 years. It's random. McCarthy got hurt because he got sacked 7 times. So, no. Yeah. Nah, well, think of it like this. You can get sacked 20 times and probably not get hurt. He got hurt. I think he scrambled to the left side. I think that he got tackled wrong. I don't think that was a play. He didn't get hurt when he got sacked, bro. I think he got hurt when he scrambled and he got tackled and his ankle went the wrong way. So that's not even a correct statement. It wasn't because he got sacked. I think because he scrambled and the dude tackled him the wrong way. He didn't get sacked he didn't get hurt on the sack play. He got hurt when he scrambled. And he tried to make a play with his legs. And I know that's because the offensive line isn't the best, but at the same time, like I said, you gotta make those plays. You gotta make those short passes. You gotta call audibles and change the play up. Like, he been in the playbook for all last year. I know experience. You don't really get true experience until you actually play the game. But at the same time, he got to be better. Period. All I want is him to be better. Hey, I got hopes for Wentz because he's my quarterback, man. Hey, listen, man. Any quarterback, it could be any of y'all. They could put me in the game right now. I hope y'all would cheer for me, man. If I was the Minnesota Viking quarterback, I hope you would cheer for me, man. Know what I mean? That's just what it is for me. Darnold got sacked a lot. Didn't get hurt. It happens. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. My boy don't want to give no blame to JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy does no wrong. He does no wrong, but he's one of the guys. He's the guy that threw the ball for 2 interceptions. And it was 2 bad interceptions. Like bad interceptions. Yeah, Vikes are not playing good offensively, but they're gonna be better this week though. I'm hoping against the worst defense in the game that we can do something and score a touchdown or 2. Like in the first half. Not for the whole game. I'm talking about for the first half, bro. Give me a couple of touchdowns, bro. Shout out to Rise Opinion. Don't matter. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. None of us noticed the Vikes are disappointing so far. Thanks for pointing that. I'm a Raiders fan. I thought I would make everyone laugh. Oh, it's all good. He way behind on. Oh, I'm gonna come back in the chat. I'm caught up. KLC play calling will fit Wentz's skill set better. That's why I think offense will be better. How much better? We'll see. I think play calling. I think Christian Darrisaw will be back. I'm hoping, man. I don't even want to listen. I got to see it to believe it, but I'm hoping that he's gonna be back. And Carson Wentz is a veteran quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So he should be better. He should be better. I will hope. If he's not better, hey, listen, I'm benching him, and I'm putting Max Brosmer in the game, bro. For real. Man, that interception was absolutely terrible. It doesn't matter if it's the last play, the last quarter. Listen, it don't matter. He threw a bad throw. He was one of the reasons why we lost the game. He's not the only reason, but he's one of the reasons. Why is that so hard to understand? Why do you want to take all the blame? Why do you feel like I'm just blaming him for everything? I'm not. I said KLC's a big part of why we lost. I said the offensive line's a big part of why we lost. And JJ McCarthy is a big part of why we lost. He bounced the ball off the dirt, throwing to the best wide receiver in the game. Like, come on, bro. He missed a wide open Jalen Naylor. I forgot, I think it was the 3rd quarter. He was like wide open. He could have probably, if he would have hit him on stride, he probably would have got a touchdown in that one play, bro. That's all I'm saying. It don't even matter. Both interceptions were bad. Both interceptions were bad. The one that he overthrew, that was a bad interception. I'm trying to remember the first interception. It wasn't that many plays that he made. But regardless, it's an interception. It wasn't like it bounced off the wide receiver's hands. He threw that interception, bro. You got to hold these players accountable, bro. Like, is this a rant? That's an interception. That's all young quarterbacks have. That's how they learn. Who speaks in the NFL and curses cop. Yeah, that's true. You want, like I said, Peyton Manning led the whole NFL to interceptions. My whole point is this: it's not really about like, oh well, it's not all about the interception. My point is he didn't have a good game, and it's not just all on KOC. It's not just all on the offensive line. Some of the blame has to go to our quarterback as well. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Everybody has to get some blame. And yes, it's a learning experience. You're going to learn each game that you play. But at the same time, when you play 7 bad quarters, bro, 7 bad quarters out of 8, it's not a good look, man. I'm just being honest. 7 bad quarters out of 8 quarters in the NFL was not looking good. And then now he's hurt, so then that's how you want him to build experience, and he's hurt again. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I get what you want him to get experience by learning from interceptions and learning from his mistakes. But how can you learn from your mistakes if you're not playing because you're hurt? And I really would like Viking fans, not all Viking fans, but some Viking fans, to just look at the full context. I understand the whole story. No, it's not on. The reason why we lost against the Falcons was not all on JJ McCarthy. Our special teams was trash. Not when it comes to kicking the field goals. They were good with that. Our offensive line was trash. KLC's play calling was trash. But JJ McCarthy wasn't good at all either. So it's just like a combination of everything put together. Some of the plays he did not make, bro. And I'm cheering for him. But the one thing I would not do is make it seem like this man is still good, even though he didn't play good. He's still playing good, even though he's not playing good. Like, I'm going to call a spade. What's the old saying? I'm going to call a spade a spade. Like, I'm not going to make it seem like the man's playing better than what he really is. I'm not familiar. I mean, I'm just reading the comments. Who's the idiot? What you mean? Difference between the argument is yeah, facts. McCarthy has to improve touch and deep ball like he did on touchdown pass to Jones. That's improvement. Yes. Yes. And I wish he got to be able to play against this Bengals defense, but he's hurt. It sucks because this is the perfect defense to play against. I don't know what defense they're trying to bring him back against. I hope they don't bring him back against the Eagles defense. Even though the Eagles defense, I ain't really scared. Listen, the Eagles got some dogs on defense, though. I ain't going to say him cat, but listen, bro. We going to see. Vikes need a running back. Vikes scared nobody. I don't agree with that. Yeah, rookie quarterback. Yeah, we look for gradual improvement. The only issue I have is not about him playing so bad. It's not even about that. It's about that he's hurt again, and he's going to take steps back. And it's going to be even more pressure on him if Carson Wentz plays well. What's going on, Jay Bird? And my whole thing is this. I believe in JJ McCarthy. Like, I feel like he's going to be a good quarterback. I still feel like that. I just feel like, and I'm pretty sure everybody else will say the same. Oh, not everybody. You just want him to get better gradually, but it just sucks because the man's hurt. Once again, like I said, it's annoying. Yeah. Quarterback whispers, Jim Harbaugh, Jeff Harbaugh. Yeah. We gonna see. Yo, Coop, what's good with you, bro? Okay, let me get this straight. Is Williams a bust, or is because he plays on a very bad Bears team? Talking about him all game. They are. Nah, Williams is. I don't think Williams is a bust. You talking about Caleb Williams? He's not a bust. No. I think y'all's brace. Yeah, we got the brace beat off us last game, but not really. But we lost, so I got faith in Jake Browning. Oh my gosh, that's the first time I heard that, seen that comment. Hey, that's the first time I seen that comment, bro. I just, in my honest opinion, I don't know, man. I just look at it a little bit differently than some people. I just feel like it's not just one player that loses a game. It's not just one thing that loses a football game. I think it's multiple reasons why your team loses a game. And I understand he's a rookie, but he lost. He was part of the reason why we lost the game against the Falcons. And I don't think that's hard to understand. And I understand he is a second-year quarterback. And I understand that we have weaknesses on this team that we need to fix. But at the same time, if you don't tell him what he's doing wrong, how can he be better? How can he get better as a quarterback? If you just tell someone that they're doing the best at everything, even though they're not, you're kind of hurting them at the end of the day. But we're not the coaches, so it's not like we're directly telling JJ McCarthy. Because listen, bro, I'll tell him straight up, bro. And I'm pretty sure he will admit to it. I didn't watch his press conference after the game, but I'm pretty sure he said I could play better. I'm pretty sure. Now, if he was to say, well, hey, man, it's just my offensive line, it's my coach, play calling, I have nothing to do with it, then I would feel like that's not a real leader. Even the best players, like, for instance, like Tom Brady or anybody like that, they're going to hold a lot of the responsibility. They're going to take it and be like, yo, it was on me. I could have made a couple plays, more plays. That's what the best does. And I'm expecting JJ McCarthy to be that good eventually. Even at this young age, he made one of the best comebacks that I've probably seen. I don't know, man. I don't know when I've seen a comeback as good as that with JJ McCarthy going against the Bears in that fourth quarter. I don't think I've seen a comeback like that in a long time. Maybe when you talk about the Colts game when the Vikings came back against the Colts with Kirk Cousins. But prior to that, I feel like this was more impressive because that was his first game, primetime game, away in Chicago. And for him to pull that off in the fourth quarter, that showed me that he has the it factor. But the problem is the offensive line. He is a young quarterback, so he's going to make some plays that are not good. And, of course, KOC, like my bull Larry said, he's calling the game like it's a veteran quarterback and not a second-year quarterback. And that is a big deal. You got to realize who you have on the field and make it a simple game. Make it simple. It don't have to be anything complicated. Make it simple. Not too simple, but simple enough that your quarterback can be comfortable. Oh, so McCarthy is, but Williams isn't. Huh? McCarthy, go Pack, go. Oh, nah, we ain't going. Hey, listen, bro. I'm not saying he's a bust Packers fan in the building. Falcons are good. You act like they are bad. The Falcons are good. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Listen, bro. No disrespect to the Falcon fans. I'm not saying that they're not good, but they weren't that. Listen, our defense held it down, bro. It was just our offense so bad. If we would have scored some freaking touchdowns, bro, we would have had a great chance of winning the damn game. It's just our offense couldn't do nothing, bro. No, I didn't say it was a bust. Falcons scared no one, but that's just a lengthy thing. Was injury prone for a couple of seasons. Then he played near Hall of Fame level for several seasons without injury. That's true. That's true. We'll see what happens with JJ McCarthy. I don't know how many seasons. How many seasons are you giving JJ McCarthy to prove himself? Because this is his second season right here. I'm just saying. This is his second season. He hasn't played, hasn't had much experience. So how many seasons realistically are you going to give JJ McCarthy? Is it 4 seasons? Is it the 5th-year option? Like what? How many seasons are you giving him? And if he looks like this, I'm not saying he will, but if he looks like this, how many more seasons are you giving him? Say he plays for, say he's another 2 seasons, right? We taking our time with him, whatever. And he doesn't look good. How many seasons are you giving him? How many years of experience are you going to need? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not trying to, listen, I'm being honest with y'all. CJ Stroud, right? Rookie. Got his team to the playoffs. He lost against the Buccaneers recently against Baker Mayfield, but CJ Stroud is still one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Started off amazing and still one of the best quarterbacks in the game. No, he's not the best quarterback in the game. But since he got drafted, what was he, 2nd overall? I don't even know what draft pick he was. Still doing his thing right now. I'm not saying JJ McCarthy is CJ Stroud, but my point is, you kind of knew what it was after a certain amount of time. Like, how much time do you have to give a quarterback to show you that he has it? I'm not saying give up on him yet because he only played 2 regular season games, but I don't know. You kind of can see, even though like Peyton Manning was leading the league in interceptions his rookie season, you kind of seen like, all right, well, if he could just correct this little bit of stuff right here, he's going to be on point. You could just see the potential. You know what I mean? I seen 1 quarter of like, all right, yo, he might have something. I need to see more. I don't think there's anything wrong with that as a Viking fan. I want to see more from this man. I want to see him get in the game. I want to see him at his best. I want to see him play amazing. But how many years are you giving him? Not making excuses. What has Jettas done? You talking about Justin Jefferson? Well, he's a wide receiver. He ain't the most important position in football. So there's only so much he can do. He can only do as much as the quarterback lets him, pretty much. It's not like Justin Jefferson can throw the ball up in the air and then catch the ball in the end zone. He can only do so much, bro. When Randy Moss was on the Raiders, I wasn't blaming that the reason why the Raiders reason why Randy Moss wasn't putting up them crazy numbers with the Raiders was because of him. It was because of the quarterback. Because of the quarterback, bro. You're blaming Justin Jefferson? What the freak is going on? Florida Jettas isn't suddenly bad. Oh my, yeah, that's what I'm like, Larry. I don't know what my bull CS, bro. CS Pros, man. I respectfully, I disagree with your mindset is right now, bro. You can like a quarterback, but you gotta hold him accountable for something. I know he's a 2nd-year quarterback, bro. but he didn't make plays when he had the opportunity. Yes, the offensive line was bad and the play calling was bad, but you can't blame it on Justin Jefferson. Like he's like he can only do so much as a wide receiver. I mean, he can't throw the ball to himself. Like I don't even get where you're going with this, bro. Like I don't even understand where you're coming from. How can a wide receiver be good if the quarterback's not getting the ball to him? How can the wide receiver be good if the play calling isn't good enough for the quarterback to make the play to him? Like I don't understand that. The wide receivers is good. It could only really be good if the ball gets to the wide receiver. The wide receiver can't be good if the ball's not getting to him. So I'm just confused right now. I'm confused. No. McCarthy isn't good. He was lucky to best the Bears and struggle again. Oh, man. Love is so good. Jefferson is signed long term. He's not. Yeah, thank you, Larry, for that comment. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, what else did Darnold need to do last year to prove himself? I don't even think it really was anything he had to do to prove himself. When it came down to the Vikings, I'm just going to be honest with you, and I think Viking fans will agree with what I'm saying. The reason why we didn't pay Sam Darnold probably what he was going to get from the Seahawks was because we drafted JJ McCarthy with the 10th overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft. It'll be a waste if you was to draft, use that pick on a quarterback and you keep Sam Darnold for a long term and then his rookie contract is over with. I don't think that's a smart idea. Like, it's kind of like you wanted to see what you had so you can really build out this roster and sign some players that you need. You wanted to build the trenches. You wanted to build the tackle position. You wanted to build the interior offensive line. You wouldn't have had as much money to do all that if you was to sign Sam Darnold. I don't think it has anything to do with Sam Darnold specifically. I think it was more like, we want to give an opportunity to JJ McCarthy because the franchise believes in JJ McCarthy. The franchise still believes in JJ McCarthy, but the problem is he's getting injured second year in a row. So hopefully when he does get back, he's able to stay healthy and do his thing. I'm not giving up on JJ. I want this man to do amazing. I listen, we win the Super Bowl. Don't matter. I'm winning the Super Bowl this year, bro. I don't care who the quarterback is. As long as we win the Super Bowl. Against the Steelers, I don't even know what he did against the Steelers. I'm sorry, I can't even remember. Did the Seahawks win? Carson Wentz going to win the next 3 games against y'all schedule until y'all see the Eagles. All right, tip top. We gonna win these next games. I believe that. Oh, for real, I'm saying the same thing. Did you just say the Vikings winning the Super Bowl? Hey, listen, man, I'm a delusional Viking fan. We're winning the Super Bowl this year, bro. Hey, all I'm saying is the Packer fans are delusional too. If you think that you're going to win the Super Bowl this year, I can't wait until you go against the Minnesota Vikings, man. So no, I don't even know right now. I ain't gonna sit here and lie though, man. Vikings don't look good when it comes to the offense, so I don't really know about that. Listen. We got to get warmed up before we go against y'all right now. Y'all look real good. We don't look too good offensively, but our defense is still good though. Like, it's just our offense ain't looking good. Number 1 draft pick. You got you. He's literally in my high school. Oh wow. Darnold has been okay, not super impressive like last year. Yeah. But we'll see what happens, man. I know a lot of people are really emotional about like the quarterback situation. All I'm saying is everybody got to be held accountable. That's all I'm saying. Is that wrong to say? Am I too hard on the quarterback Am I too hard on the quarterback? Am I too hard on JJ McCarthy when I say everybody needs to be held accountable? Even though I'm not giving him the full blame, I'm not even saying it's 100% blame on JJ McCarthy. Am I wrong for saying that? Am I wrong for saying JJ McCarthy was part of the reason why we lost against the Falcons? It wasn't all on JJ. North, he's literally taking pictures of my high school football team, and I'm coach for the. Oh, that's awesome, bro. And you're coach for the wrestling team? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yogi, yeah, that's my guy. Wish the Vikings would have kept Darnold. Nah, bro. I don't even want Darnold, bro. I'm done. I don't want Darnold. Go Bengals, go. Who that? Oh man. Yeah. Won 31-17. Offense did really good. Okay. Our offensive line blows without the GOAT, Darisaw. You ain't lying, bro. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, I miss Christian Darisaw so bad, bro. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm about to get off this live stream. Have a wonderful day. God bless to each and every one of y'all. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every Minnesota Viking game this season with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. But respectfully speaking, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, respectfully speaking, we're going to beat the brakes off of all y'all teams, especially you Packer fans. When we go against your team, you Packer fans, when we go against the Packers, it will be an obliteration of your team. I'm just being honest with you. When we go against the Eagles, it will be a beatdown. We're going to beat the brakes off the Eagles. We're going to beat the brakes off of the Packers. We're going to beat the brakes off of everybody. That's just how I'm feeling right now, bro. I know it sounds like I'm a delusional Viking fan. It is what it is. I'm going down with the ship. If the Viking ship goes down, I'm going down with the ship, y'all. Real talk. Yep. Cunningham was a one-hit wonder. Eagles going to destroy y'all, bro. Nah, it's not happening, Tyler. Keep that same energy. When we go against the Eagles, make sure you come in the comments and holla at me, bro. Holla at your boy, bro. Yeah, hey, listen, bro. Holla at your boy. You talking? Holla at your boy, man. We going to see what them Eagles got when we play them. Hey, listen, I ain't scared of none of these teams, bro. I'm talking heavy. I don't care. At the end of the day, the Minnesota Vikings will get it together. At the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says about the Vikings being done this year. I'm going against what they say. The Vikings ain't done. The Vikings just started. The Vikings ain't done until we say they done, and we ain't say that they done yet. The Vikings is on point. They're going to be on point. This Sunday, it's going to start this Sunday, and we're going to keep on winning. Can't wait. Yeah, it's okay to be a Dallas fan, bro. You're welcome on the channel. But respectfully speaking, we play the Dallas Cowboys this year. We're going to beat the brakes off of them, too. Hey, listen, the one thing about your boy, I ain't scared of smoke, bro. That's the one thing about your boy. I'm not scared of the smoke. I can't wait. Bring it on. Now, the next time you come to Minnesota, Mike, you got to go to the north side of Indianapolis, go to North High School, and you got to eat the best steak in the world. Okay, I'm going to have to try that out. Vikings will get blown out against the Eagles, and I'm a Viking fan. Hey, Matt Henry, respectfully, bro, I disagree, bro. Respectfully disagree. Dallas fan, and you admit that in public. You the next time you go, you gotta stay for more than. Yeah. The Mall of America is the biggest mall. Yeah, I was at the Mall of America, man. It was amazing. I got some pictures. I don't know. I would put them on social media, but I got some pictures, man. They got a whole Ferris wheel. They got a whole amusement park in the mall, bro. It's not just one roller coaster. It's a few different rides, bro. It's crazy. Hey, oh God, Hustle Dave, what's good with you, bro? Hey, listen, Jake Browning don't got a chance against us, bro. Eagles are always a tough game for us. Yeah, hey, Vike Queen, we beating the brakes off of them. I think people are hating on McCarthy way too much. He's only played 2 games. How about let him play for you call bust. Yeah. If he never does good, then you can call. I don't even want to call him a bust, even if he doesn't play good. My whole thing is this: I'm not saying he's a bust. All I said is he needs to be held accountable. He wasn't the only reason why we lost to the Falcons, but he was one of the reasons why we lost to the Falcons. And I'm just being honest. Some people, no matter what you say, they're always going to say, "Oh, he doesn't do anything wrong." I know he's a rookie. He's going to learn from his mistakes, but you got it. It's like if you had a friend, right? And you know that your friend is he has a goal to be great at something, but you can see some of the weaknesses. You can see that he's not doing good in certain aspects of whatever he's doing. Whatever he's trying to do, you see what he's doing wrong. Would you be a friend and just say, I'm just going to be overly nice and say he's doing a good job at doing this one specific thing? Or you want to be honest with him, you say it the right way and say, yo, hey, listen, bro, you got to figure out how to do this a little bit better because you're not going to be able to get to where you want to be at if you don't figure this one thing out. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't just on JJ McCarthy why they lost. It was play calling, it was the offensive line, etc. But he did make some bad throws. When he did have the opportunity to make a throw and complete a pass to his wide receiver, he either overthrew it or he bounced it off the dirt. And part of that is because he didn't have time, but part of it is because he's holding the ball too long, you just got to get the ball out. 1-2 pass, 1-2 pass, 1-2 pass. Like, it can't be 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. Oh, I gotta get the ball out, and then you getting sacked. Like, come on, bro. Like, he has to be held accountable. You know what I mean? When it comes to certain things like that. But I understand it is play calling as well. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's not me hating on him. My boy CS Prize was getting in his feelings a little bit. He's like, man, why y'all hating on? I'm like, what are you talking about? We just holding him accountable. It's not that it was all his fault. I will hold any player accountable. It's not because it's JJ McCarthy. It's not just because it's JJ McCarthy, but I'm saying it because he didn't have the best game, bro. He didn't. Know what I mean? And I'm not giving up on him, but still, he didn't have the best game. Yeah, we got to see here. We got to see more. But I just don't want fans to be like, well, no matter what JJ McCarthy does, he can't do any wrong. So if he throws 3 interceptions in the game, he's throwing interceptions and fumbling and holding the ball too long and not completing the pass to one of the best wide receiver in the game, there's always an excuse for him. If he doesn't play good, I feel like you got to hold him accountable. Yes, you need to see more games. The problem is he's hurt again. So we can't even see more games until he comes back. So we'll see what happens when he comes back, and I'm cheering for him. But the only problem with seeing more film is he's hurt again. So how can we see more film if he's hurt again? So we'll wait until he comes back after his injury, and we'll watch more film, and we'll see what he's able to do. But I don't want the fan base to be like, all right, well, technically this is his rookie year. We're going to bypass this year. Like, by the time, how many games do you need to see him before you're like, okay, he's it or he's not it? How many years? How many games? Yeah, I think we're going Mav or you. But my whole thing is this. It's not that I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. Like I never would have expected that people would be so like, all right, so y'all don't want to admit that he didn't play good at all, except for that one quarter. Nobody wants to admit it. There's nothing wrong with admitting it. I mean, I want him to play good, but I know it's only 2 games, but those are only 2 games we have. In the 2 games that we watched, he played good. He played good in 1 quarter. The other 7 quarters, he wasn't the best. And I'm waiting. I want to see him do good. I want him to be the best he can be. But it's just like, dang, like, y'all, it's not, I don't know. Yeah, he has potential. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he doesn't have the potential. He has the potential. But what I'm saying is he's already hurt again. He played two. So what did you see that was all right? So the fourth quarter, take away that fourth quarter against the Bears. What did you see that was okay from JJ McCarthy? What the film that you like, the games that you watch, and I'm just being honest with you. Like, what did you see that you were like, okay, that was good? And I know it's not just all on JJ McCarthy. It is play calling and it is offensive line. But we still have to be like, call spade a spade. If he's not playing good, he's not playing good. If he's playing good, he's playing good. Just because he's a young quarterback, he still has to understand to really throw the ball away. And he still has to understand that, yo, you don't have that much time in the pocket to just sit back there. Especially when your offensive line is trash. At that game, specifically the Falcons. Know what I mean? Sometimes he will hold on to the ball way too long. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that he's a bust. That's not what I'm saying. I never said he was a bust. No, I would never say he's a bust after 2 games. All I'm saying is he didn't play the best that he could. He has the potential to play really good. Yeah, I don't know why people are putting words. I don't know if you're saying that about me or someone else, but I never said JJ McCarthy was a bust. That never came out my mouth. All I'm saying is everybody has to be held accountable. KOC needs to be held accountable for the play calling. Offensive line needs to be held accountable because they were simply just not good. And JJ McCarthy, some of the opportunities that he did have, he didn't have much because the offensive line was just not good. He didn't have that many opportunities. But the opportunities that he did have, he didn't capitalize on those plays. On the way he bounced back after interception. Yeah, that was, against the Bears. And there's only 2 games that we have to kind of look at, which sucks because I would love for him to play against the Bengals and see what he can do against a bad. See, I would have loved for JJ McCarthy to play this week because the Bengals defense is by far probably the worst defense in the NFL, or one of the worst, right? So that would be a good defense to go against to get some, you know what I mean? Get his confidence back up. But he's injured, and we don't know when he's coming back. They said 2 to 4 weeks. I hope it's only 2 weeks and he comes back. I hope it's not 4 weeks. I hope it's not more than 4 weeks. I hope it's literally just 2 weeks and he comes back. But I will admit that comeback was amazing after that pick 6. That was amazing. And then this game, the following game against the Falcons, it was play calling, offensive line, and him didn't look the best. And then on top of that, he gets hurt. So it's like there's not much there's not much film on him to really establish, like, all right, what do we really have in a quarterback after 2 games? You really don't know. It's still a big question mark. And that's kind of like what Larry was saying earlier in the live stream. It was like, yo, even if Carson Wentz plays good, how many games that JJ McCarthy missed? Put JJ McCarthy back in the game when he's healthy enough to play and then see what he has, because it's no point of, in my opinion, the long term, there's no point of playing Carson Wentz even if he has the hot hand and then you still don't know what you have in JJ McCarthy, because at the end of the day, he's the present in the future and we don't know what we have. You know what I mean? I want him to be a franchise quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. I want him to be a franchise quarterback like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and all that. But the only way we can see if JJ McCarthy can be that franchise quarterback is if he gets the experience and he plays games. Now, part of the reason why I'm really concerned, because I don't know how KOC's mindset is right now. Will the pressure get to him when it comes to the Minnesota fan base saying, yo, stick with the hot hand if Carson Wentz plays? I want to see what JJ McCarthy has, because I'm tired of talking about, oh, is he the guy or is he not the guy? I hate saying them. I hate asking those questions, because nobody, I don't care how much of a JJ McCarthy fan you are, we don't really know. It's still a question mark. We have a feeling, but we don't know. We think, but we don't really know that he's the guy yet. I think he is, but I don't know he is. I want him to be. I want him to be the franchise quarterback. I want him to be the guy to get us over the top and win us our first Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, we don't know, and it sucks because this is taking another step back. Now, one great wide receiver doesn't make a quarterback. It helps, though. As long as that doesn't mean he won't get together. Yeah, that's true. Kirk would have the one offense and defense need work. Yeah. The offense and defense need work. Well, I mean, the defensive line needs work maybe, but the defense has been playing lights out. This offense needs work. Like, this offense played one good quarter this whole season. Like, this offense is 3 and out, turnover, 3 and out, turnover. It's just, and then it's like, I feel like KOC's play calling is like, and that's part of the reason why we keep turning the ball over and we keep being 3 and out. Because why are you in shotgun formation? Why are you in shotgun formation and you're going for a deep pass on 3rd and short? Like, why? That don't even make sense. What's going on, Mitch? What's going on, Motown? He said, have some patience. Yeah, we can be patient. I'm going to be patient, but I'm still going to hold him accountable. I'm not going to say the man had a good game when he didn't play good last game. Like, I'm going to keep it real. Like, I'm not going to be the Viking fan. Oh, it's his second year, so whatever he does bad, it doesn't matter. No, I'm going to call it out. If I see him not playing well, I'm going to say that the man ain't playing well. I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to call him a bust or nothing, but I am going to say, yo, if he's not playing well, it's the same thing with one of my favorite players of all time, Adrian Peterson. When Adrian Peterson was fumbling the ball, guess what I was saying? I was calling him out for that, bro. Like, Adrian Peterson, my favorite running back of all time, right? My second favorite running back is LaDainian Tomlinson, but that's another story for another day. But when Adrian Peterson will have that fumbling problem, I was saying, Adrian Peterson, you gotta be held accountable. Hang on to the ball. There's nothing wrong with saying, oh, well, just because you say something that's not the most, like, oh my gosh, the dude is perfect at everything he does, doesn't mean you're being and saying that he's a bust. You can say stuff about a player and be like, yo, he needs to step his game up. That doesn't mean that you're against that player. It doesn't mean that you're hating on that player. It doesn't mean that you want that player to fail. Like, I don't understand sometimes, like, when someone, well, I'm going to say me, when I say, oh, he needs to step his game up, oh, man, you're tripping right now. This is second year. Bruh, I'm just being honest. He got to still be better. Everybody has to be better. But he has to be better and make the plays that he can make. He can only control what he can control. He can't control everything when it comes to the offensive line and all that. But the things that he can control, I don't care about an incomplete pass. If you throw the ball away, I'm cool with that, bro. That's one of the biggest things that I think a young quarterback can learn that can help your team is throw the ball away. If it's a dead play and you know it's nothing good going to come out of that play, throw the dang on ball away. Yo, what's good? Oh, good to see you, Joey. Appreciate you. What's going on, everybody? Everybody hit that like button if you haven't already. Your Vikings didn't look like they could move the ball. Yeah. When Allen first came, he played pretty bad, but look at him now. You are giving up on him. Wait, what are you talking about, Henry? Who's giving up on him? Who's giving up on him? Oh, I see. So what you're pretty much saying is you can't hold nobody accountable if they're not playing well. That's not tearing someone down. That's just being real. Like, you got to be able to speak your mind and be like, yo, if you didn't make, all right, for instance, right, if Justin Jefferson is wide open for a pass and JJ McCarthy throws it in the dirt, am I tearing him down or am I being real? That's not true. That's not true. That's not tearing someone down because you're saying that he's not playing the best. Like, I don't understand that. Yeah, that might have been a mistake. Anything with the Packers. Super Bowl appearance, they were top 2 team last year. I miss AP too, bro. Who said I can? Y'all getting way too emotional. Y'all getting way too emotional. I never once said I could play better than JJ McCarthy at quarterback. I never once said I could put on a helmet and do better. All I said is the man has to be better. That is not saying and acting like I'm a better player than JJ McCarthy. So if you say anything wrong, if you say anything that's not the most, uh, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to be careful with my words. So if you say anything that's not what you want to hear, that's tearing someone down in your eyes. I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, respectfully, I disagree with that. Brother, you got the opposite of a... It's actually... it's not that, y'all. I'm getting locked, so it's y'all see it sooner or later. Y'all just don't know what... I'm just gonna let y'all see when I have it. Chris, you're getting way too emotional, Chris. Relax, brother. Relax. It's not that serious. I'm not overreacting to anything. I watched the game. I was actually at the game and watched him throw the ball and bounce it off the dirt, overthrow wide receivers, and not even find wide open wide receivers. I understand this is his second game of the season, but it's not like I can't say anything about a specific player. So when Justin School gives up a sack, what I can't say he hasn't played good. Like, y'all gotta have more thick skin. Y'all gotta have thicker skin, man. If you're getting so worked up and emotional about a fan saying that a player is not playing the best, you gotta have thicker skin. Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, in my opinion, I mean, respectfully, I just feel like you should be able to say things and people not getting overly emotional about someone saying that a person isn't playing the best. So you're telling me not one time in your life you haven't ever questioned a player on this team? If that's the case, man, I mean, I don't know. I mean, y'all gotta have thicker skin, man. That's crazy. Yeah, they don't want to face the truth, man. It sucks to say, but and like I said, people. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. I'm not giving up on JJ McCarthy, but you say one little bad thing, oh, the sky's falling. Like it's okay, bro. If I was a Lions fan, should have made the Super Bowl at least twice 2 years. No, I'm mad, bro. Don't pay attention to that. Yeah, I'm like, what's wrong with? It's just getting way too emotional. It's like you gotta have thicker skin. Like, it went from me saying that the man didn't play the best to, oh well, you're being hard on him. You're calling him a bust. I say one thing, I'm calling him a bust. I never said JJ McCarthy was a bust. And then he gets so emotional. He's like, well, you act like you can play better than him. I never said I could play better than JJ McCarthy. Like, you got to have thicker skin. What's his name? Henry. You got to have thicker skin, bro. I'm not sure how old you are, but, bro, if anybody says anything to you, I hope you don't start crying when someone says anything about you that's not the most positive. Like, say, for instance, say you play a sport right now. Say you was playing basketball and you missed a shot. And they said, man, you got to make that shot. But you're going to sit there and just be like, man, I'm done, man. I quit. I'm getting overly emotional now because I missed a shot and someone went up to me and said, oh, well, you got to make that shot. What, you going to get overly emotional about that? It's just part of sports, bro. You miss some shots, you make some passes. It's like every sport. Like, even in hockey, you miss a wide open goal, someone's going to probably say, like, dang, bro, you should have had that, or you could have had that. It's not that we coming at them. It's just being real. My hairline's right here. This is an afro. What happens, I don't know if you know African hair, but with African hair, when we get with locks, I know I'm pretty sure you're probably not African, but I'll let you know a little bit of a game real quick. So with African hair, when you get locks, right? Most of us, we get a shape up, and then we have a little bit of a fade. I'm not sure if you can tell about the fade. And then you get locks here, because sometimes when you have locks, your locks can pull your hairline back. So in order for my hairline to not get pulled back, you have your locks start back here. But that's just what that is. I'm about to get my locks back, so that's why it's my hair, my afro starts here, so my locks will start back here, and then this will be faded. But rookies, quarterbacks usually look mediocre. Sometimes they look down right bad. Josh Allen, anyone. Yeah, that's true. I'm not saying that he's not going to look bad, but he's not getting the experience on top of that because he's hurt. I'm not saying that he can't look bad. But I'm pretty sure when Josh Allen was playing bad, I'm pretty sure people wasn't babying him and saying, oh my gosh, Josh Allen, you're still playing an outstanding game, and you don't need to work on anything. You just keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to work on anything on your game. Nah, bro. You gotta tell him what he's doing wrong so he can learn how to be better. How can he be better if he's not getting experience? That's all I'm saying. The more games he plays, the more he gets experience, the more mess ups that he makes is a good thing because he's going to learn from his mistakes. But if you got people that are so like emotional that they can't even say anything wrong about what someone is doing wrong, or it's not about tearing down, it's about like, yo, hey, listen, bro, you got to do this, you got to do that to step your game up so we can win a Super Bowl. Henry, you are so emotional, bro. What is the point of negative criticism when it offers no actual solutions? It's not about negative criticism. It's not negative criticism. So what you're telling me is all right, just use an example. We'll just use Josh Allen as an example. So if Josh Allen throws for 5 interceptions in a game, and he's still making the same mistake, throwing across his body, not really doing what he needs to do, his footwork is not the best, and he does it, you're going to just not say nothing to him so he can correct it, or you're just going to just let him keep doing that and just keep throwing interceptions? He said, I can play. Yeah, we all got emotions, but I feel like if you can't correct somebody, like, I'm not sure if y'all have kids. So if you have kids, right, and your kids do bad things, like say they act up in school, what you're going to say, just keep doing what you're doing. You're not doing nothing wrong. Just keep acting up in school. You don't you don't correct their behavior. You don't talk to them. It's like some people in the chat, it's just like, yo, you can't say nothing. If you say anything, oh, you're negatively criticizing him, and that's not going to do anything for him. I don't believe that. I feel like you should be able to talk and like be able to speak your mind, and it's not like a big deal. Like, I didn't say JJ McCarthy was a bust. I just said he wasn't playing good. There's nothing, like, he wasn't playing good. He has to do better with his and I'm not the only one that said that. Like, a lot of people, some of the biggest Minnesota Viking YouTubers, way bigger than me. I'm not even big, but way bigger than me, is saying the same thing, and actually worse than what I'm saying. I'm not even saying some of the things that they're saying. I'm just like, yo, he has to play better. That's all. What's wrong with saying he has to play better? Not that he's a bust. That's just, I don't know. What's good, RC? What's good? What's going on, A? Man, it's okay to have faith in your player, but you can't be to the point where he can do no wrong. Like, you should be able to say stuff. I so weird. Like, I never knew that you can't say nothing about players, and that means you're being extra negative to the point where you think that player is a bust. That's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, respectfully, everybody that's in the building, man, hopefully you have a wonderful day. People are a little bit worked up because I said that he needs to play better. But it's all good, man. Have a wonderful day. And hopefully JJ gets back. And let me say this to Henry directly. I never said I can play better, but I can still speak my mind. I can still have an opinion. I can still have thoughts. I can still say what I want to say. Just like you, everybody has a freedom of speech to say what they want to say. So I don't know where you're going with all that. I never said I was in the NFL, but I know for a fact what I see on the field, I'm not blind. I can see what's on the field, and he hasn't played the best except for one quarter. And I'm not saying he has to play like that the fourth quarter against the Bears every game, every quarter, but it hasn't been consistent good play. And I know it's not all on him. He's going to have his mistakes. He's going to make rookie mistakes. He has an offensive line that's not blocking for him. He has a head coach that's not doing the correct play calling for him to be successful. But at the same time, I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to keep it respectful. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But one thing about your boy, My Sports Vibes, is I'm going to always talk that talk. And that's just how I am. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm going to keep it real. If you don't think it's real, respectfully, you can respectfully disagree. But I will not be in a world where I don't speak my mind because someone is so emotional about what I'm saying. Not once did I disrespect JJ McCarthy. I never said he was a bust. I never said he sucked. I never said that he couldn't be a good quarterback. Not once did I say that. I said he had a bad game. And we got people super overly emotional about that. But it's all good. You know what I mean? Like my boy said, men get emotional, but I think that's a little bit over the top. Because I didn't say anything bad about the guy. There's nothing wrong with saying someone had a bad game, in my opinion. But everybody have a wonderful day. Oh, thanks. He's Stephen A. Smith. I mean, okay. Dang, that's a compliment. Stephen A. Smith is one of the best that's doing it right now on ESPN. Thank you. I mean, it's not, if I say he didn't have a good game, oh my gosh, you're overly criticizing him. It's negative. It's just like, man, you can't say nothing nowadays. You say one little thing, people be acting like it's the end of the dang on world or something. It's crazy. Oh, besides the game, I got to meet Dante Culpepper. Dante Culpepper was, I met him, got his autograph, got his picture, shook his hand. And I got to meet, what's his name? Something Dixon. Gosh, I forgot his first name. He was an offensive guard back in the day. He wore 71. I think it's David Dixon. I met him as well, shook his hand, and took a picture with him as well. It was a fun time in Minneapolis. I had a very good time, and I can't wait to go back next year and see and go to another game. Yeah, man, I was at the game, man. It was fun. The stadium is, like, watching the stadium on TV doesn't give it justice, man. It's way better than it's way better seeing the stadium in person and experiencing it for yourself. I met a lot of cool Viking fans there. Yeah, man, it's a lot of cool Viking fans over there, man. It felt like I was at home being in Minnesota because I'm like one of the few Viking fans from Pennsylvania. Like, there's not many. Like, when I wear my Viking gear, bro, they be like, "What? You're a Viking fan?" But I'm a proud Viking fan. It is what it is. Guy said you were supposed to be a fan, not give them life lessons. Guy's weird. I'm sorry, Henry. You kind of weird, but I don't understand where you're going with it. What do you mean giving them life lessons? I don't even understand where you're coming from. Wonderful when we play the Eagles. Now, I don't think JJ McCarthy is going to be the reason why Justin Jefferson leaves. I don't think JJ is going to leave because of any quarterback. I think, well, I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't tell the future, but I hope that we get it together, though, man. I hope our offense can get it together. I hope we can play a lot better. Now, is that too negative? I said the offense needs to get better. Is that too negative, too, as well, y'all? Well, Mav Henry. Nah, we not trading him to the Lions, bro. Man, if I was the coach of the Vikings, man, I'm telling you right now, I'm establishing that run a lot more. I'm going to try my hardest to run that ball as much as I can. Screen game. I'm calling out of running back screens. I'm going to be doing dink and dunks. If I knew the playbook, I'd be like, yo, dink and dunk. We dink and dunking for most of the game, bro. He said, hold on, my bad. Nobody worked up my no, I'm not worked up. And you, what? Football fans will always overreact. Yeah, part of the game. But I don't think that's overreacting for saying a player needs to play better. How is that overreacting? I can understand if I said JJ McCarthy's a bust. JJ McCarthy can't play. I will understand if I said that. Some people in the chat right now are saying that I'm overreacting because I said he needs to play better. What is wrong with saying that a player needs to play better? I got guys in the chat saying, I'm saying he needs to play better. This guy in the chat saying, well, you can't play better than him. Y'all never said I could. Trust me, if I could play better than him, man, shoot. I'll be on the Vikings winning our first Super Bowl, bro. I put that helmet on so proudly. I walk in that thing. I'm like, yeah, let's go, baby. I'll be talking trash. I'll be talking heavy trash to all the opposing team all day long, bro. I'll be talking heavy. You know how when Rivers was talking trash with the Chargers, he was like one of the biggest trash talkers at quarterback. I would have been talking so much trash. I would have been talking heavy, bro. Like, yeah, what's up? You can't stop this deep ball I'm about to throw to Justin Jefferson right now. Hey, you can't stop this. Hey, listen, what's up? Oh, you had to be 14. I'm pretty sure you're 4. Yeah, you can't control your emotions yet. Well, that's not true. But you probably lying about you being 14 because you a little emotional about it, but a little emotional about me saying that he had a bad game. But you know, I call out everybody though. Not even just like even with the defense. Hey, listen, Ivan Pace. Hey, listen, the bull ain't listen, he ain't doing it for me, man. Ivan Pace got to step his game up. Ivan Pace got to step his game up. I got Viking fans saying bench him already. Ivan Pace need to step his game up. Hey, what is wrong with saying that? Ivan Pace got to step his game up because First of all, he definitely got to step his game up because of Blake Cashman is out. And Andrew Van Ginkel, I'm not really sure what his situation is. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what Andrew Van Ginkel, if he's going to play. So he has to step his game up. Ivan Pace has to play better. He said, but Minnesota is not a dirty place. Yeah, Minnesota is a very nice place. He said, dude, if I'm 14, is what are you talking? Yeah, I could tell you're a little kid. Yeah, I can tell. But it's all good, man. Appreciate you on the live stream. 7-10 Vikings. Nah, I don't know. But God bless to everybody that's in the building. I'm a kid and smarter than you. Kind of sad, don't you think? Not trying to be rude. Okay. You saw coach. NFC team. Offense is sluggish. Not soft, but some bad decisions. Yeah, I think the Vikings, when I think of like the Minnesota Vikings, like my favorite Minnesota Viking team, I'm gonna be honest with you, was when we had the William Wall, and I'm pretty sure Larry can agree with this. Well, he might agree. I don't know. For me, since I've been a Viking fan, when we had Culpepper, no, what defense? The best defense for me, I'm going to just talk about defense. I don't know exactly the years, but the best defense for me was when we had E.J. Henderson, Ben Lieber, Chad Greenway, the William Wall. That, for me, was my favorite defense. I thought the William Wall was special to me. Kevin and Pat Williams was just absolutely amazing. And I thought it was awesome for me. It was awesome for me. The William Wall for me was I had never seen defense and tackles be so dominant together. You know what I mean? Like Pat and Kevin, I wish we would have got it done. My favorite linebacker, people probably won't say this. My favorite linebacker is Chad Greenway. My favorite linebacker for me, I'm just talking about for me, is Chad Greenway. I love Chad Greenway. I thought he was one of the best leaders. He always seemed like he always made the play. I don't know where he is. Is he Hall of Fame worthy? I don't really know. I didn't really look up his correct numbers, but for me, he was one of my favorite players on the team. Chad Green, E.J. Henderson was a straight up dog, and Ben Lieber. But the only thing about E.J. Henderson is he would make so many good plays. But the problem with E.J. Henderson, he would always do something like, I don't know if he broke his leg one play. But E.J. Henderson for me was just, come on, bro. E.J. Henderson. Yeah, E.J. Henderson. Yeah. He can be in the chat, bro. He's 14. He can be in the chat. I don't mind him. He can be in the chat. God bless him. Hopefully, you know what I mean? We win a Super Bowl soon. For everybody. For all the older people. I know some Viking fans that have seen all 4 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So I want us to win. You know what I mean? From old to young. I want us to win for everybody. I want this team to win. You know what I mean? It's so much great players and great history through the Vikings, like throughout all Vikings history. The Purple People Eaters getting to Super Bowl 4 times, not winning any of the Super Bowls. And I really want us to win a Super Bowl, like within our lifetime. You feel me? And I feel like we'll be able to get there. We just have to figure out, we just got to, I don't want to say a little bit of luck, but we just need the guy that can put us over the top. And I'm not sure if KLC is the coach. I'm not sure if it's JJ McCarthy, the quarterback. I'm not sure. Maybe the owners ain't the right owners. I don't know. But it's been a very long time, and we'll see what happens in the next probably 10 years. We'll see in the next 10 years and see if we can win a Super Bowl. And then if not, hopefully, if we don't win the Super Bowl in the next 10 years, I think we're going to win it this year. I'm still saying we're going to win it this year. But if we don't win it this year or in the next 10 years, I'm hoping we get some new ownership, bro. Maybe new ownership, new ownership. We need new ownership, new GM, new coach, new everything, bro. New everything. I'm just trying to get one Super Bowl, bro. You said why are you scared of a 14-year-old? I'm not scared of no 14-year-old. I don't know if you're talking to me. Hey, look, it's Skull Dude. Let's get it, bro. Let's go to the bowl. Maybe you're soft. Ever think about that? Yeah, I might be soft. I don't know. How's it going, player? What's good, bro? Okay, realistically, and no bias, I think Calvin Johnson is the best wide receiver when he was in his prime. You know what? That's not a bad take, but respectfully, and I'm not coming at Calvin Johnson. My favorite wide receiver, the reason why I am a Minnesota Viking fan from Pennsylvania, is because of Randy Moss. So I'm gonna go Randy Moss all day. Calvin Johnson, I'm not gonna sit here and hate on Calvin Johnson at all. He was an amazing wide receiver, a freak in nature in a good way. You know what I'm saying? But I got Randy Moss as my number one. Oh, God bless you too. God bless everybody. We got Falcon fans. What's up, Jaden? He said that was the top defense in the NFL. Okay, William Wolf. Facts, bro. Hey, listen, bro. For me, I ain't never see a defense like that, bro. But do you remember EJ Henderson? If you disagree, you're wrong. Do you remember EJ Henderson? And I think, for me, he was one of those linebackers that always made a play. You know what he reminded me of? Y'all remember Teddy Bruschi of the Patriots? You know how like Teddy Bruschi always made like like an athletic play, like he'll jump over the lineman or he'll just make a big play. That's what EJ Henderson was doing for me. That was like they gotta always make like a big hit or make a big play. The only thing about EJ Henderson, and correct me if I'm wrong, Larry, because I'm not 100% sure. I think he like broke his leg or something on one of those plays, and he wasn't the same after that. But EJ Henderson was my guy, bro. Hey, listen, Vega, you can say that, bro. Respectfully disagree, bro. Hey, I know you're a Broncos fan. Respectfully speaking, bro, if the Vikings play the Broncos, we're going to. Now, no, I know you're a Broncos fan. Respectfully speaking, when we play y'all, we're going to beat the brakes off for y'all, straight up. Skipping some comments. What's going? Hey, Nathan, hey, listen, bro. We beating the brakes off y'all this week, bro. Backup versus backup. Bengals fans are angry at ownership. Joey B being sacked for, yeah. We never addressed the O-line, yeah. You think our ownership is top now? All right, so if it's not the ownership, then it's the GM. It's the coaching. It's the GM. It's the coaching. It's the quarterback. Somebody got to take accountability for us not winning the Super Bowl. I know it's hard to win a Super Bowl, but all the times we've been to the Super Bowl and we ain't win, someone's going to have to take accountability. I'm not even going to talk about the past. Let's talk about the present. We trying to win a Super Bowl. What is the biggest knock of this team? There has to be, listen, if we don't win a Super Bowl this year, if we don't win a Super Bowl next year, if we don't win a Super Bowl the year after that, the year after that, the year after that, and we just don't win a Super Bowl, it got to be something that we have to do to improve. There got to be some type of improvement. Is it because of the offensive line? Is it the defensive line? Is it the secondary? Is it the coach? Is it the GM? Not drafting the best consistently? It got to be something. Got to be something. Yeah, Megatron was really good. I agree with that, bro. Yeah, someone got to take accountability. If we, hey, listen. I know people are gonna have their own opinions. I'm always gonna talk my talk. That's not gonna stop me from talking my talk, talking that talk. People might not like it, so be it. The truth is gonna set you free. And on top of that, even if it's not the truth in your eyes, guess what? You're always going to hear someone that's going to say something that you're not going to like. So it is what it is. You got to live with it. You know what I mean? When your boss tells you something that you don't like, guess what? You're going to have to still do what you got to do to keep your job or whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? So you're going to hear things you ain't going to like. You know what I mean? But I'm just being honest. We trying to win a Super Bowl. Hey, every year from this point on, I'm holding whoever accountable. It don't matter if it's the coach. It don't matter if it's the coaches. It don't matter if it's the offensive line, defensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, linebackers, safeties, cornerbacks. Don't matter, bro. Tight end. Don't matter. Every position, bro. We holding everybody accountable. We trying to win a Super Bowl. It is what it is for me. For real. But all right, y'all, I got to get off this live stream. Appreciate y'all vibing with me. I want to say to everybody, God bless. Have a wonderful day, man. Peace out, y'all.